Hello and welcome back to the Integrity Botanicals YouTube channel. Today I am trying something new. I saw this little kind of trend going on online, namely I think on like TikTok and stuff like that, more short form content, which it is like basically unsexy beauty products that really work. So what I mean by that is maybe the packaging isn't that enticing, maybe the purpose of it isn't that glamorous, but it's a very real thing that many of us can relate to. Things that I use all the time, but maybe are not the most glamorous to speak about, or maybe are not the things that are jumping off the Integrity Botanicals, product pages for you to purchase. Just like a little less fun to buy, but really do a great job. So you know where I'm gonna start. I think a lot of you might. CV Skin Labs. CV Skin Labs as a brand, a lot of this, it's like I'm choosing a product, but the brands really are a testament to a lot of this. CV Skin Labs is so good. You know I am obsessed with this Rescue and Relief Spray. It is essentially for burned, wounded, irritated skin, so I love it for after shaving the legs. Sometimes I get really bad razor burn. This really helps soothe that, especially like, in the back of the thigh. Those more like sensitive areas that are so annoying to get that type of stuff. This really helps, or after sun, or if you have children. So it's like an instantly cooling, water-thin spray. So you just kind of spray it on. And okay, so another little thing that just a little sidebar, not the reason why I love it, but great. Sometimes when you get down to the bottom of the product, the sprayer doesn't work as well. This I'm like about done with. I actually do need to repurchase this. And the sprayer still works amazing as demonstrated. But anyway, it's hydrating. It's not at all greasy when you apply it as well. Anti-inflammatory, wound healing, skin soothing, all of the above. It just kind of gets the job done. Even if it's not the most glamorous looking, or you're like, oh, irritated skin, sexy. You know what I mean? But it happens. It happens to me all the time. Another thing, dry brushing. You guys, I am trying to just kind of tack on little everyday things like wellness wise that could be really good for me. I'm using my Agent Nature Holy Mane every single day in my coffee. I'm dry brushing every single day before my shower, whether that be the morning and the night. This one here from Esar is great because it's got a handle. I love that you're able to do that. It is on sale as well for $14. So this of course exfoliates the skin. It improves the overall tone. You do upward strokes on the arms and the legs. I like to also press and open up the lymph nodes before I do that because it's amazing for lymphatic drainage as well. So I've been recently using this, so we'll speak to the long-term effects soon, but I just love that extra step of exfoliation. And you tell me, is my skin looking radiant and bright? There's one good answer. Anyways, I love dry brush, even though it's like, what is this thing? You know what I mean? It does a really beautifying something, which I love. Another thing I want to talk about that I'm not going to show you because it's in the shower. Yucky to show you, but I'll throw up some pictures. Unscented soap. Unscented soap, for like the lady bits and all of that stuff. I like to make sure I'm using something that's essential oil free. On my arms and my neck, I'll use something that smells really good, so that way when I put some lotion on top of it, maybe spray a fragrance, we're getting that sort of layering situation. But like from the down, we're doing unscented. You know what I mean? So Osmia makes an amazing one that I love. It lasts forever as well. It's got a good decent lather to it as well as far as natural soap's concerned. Meow Meow Tweet also makes one. I think that one's currently out of stock, but another option at $12, so it's a little bit less. I'll link both and you can sign up to be notified when the Meow Meow Tweet comes back. But I just wanted to mention that because guys, it's like, that is the good stuff, and it lasts a very long time. Both of those are really hydrating as well, which is just like in addition to, but you don't need all of the fancy pants essential oils, especially on an everyday basis. Then I want to talk lip balms. I want to talk about Hurraw, and Hurraw is a little bit cute, you know what I mean? It's not an ugly product or anything like that, but it's lip balm. But their lip balms happen to really excite me. They come in a variety of different scents. They do also have a few tinted options, I believe, but the one that I really have been loving, or the two, is the Sun Lip Balm because it has SPF 15. One of those things, like, you're like, why are my lips so dry after my beach break? It's like, because your lips are probably freaking sunburned. You know what I mean? It's also part of the skin, so you want to make sure you're protecting that. And then every single night, I apply some Moon Balm, which is the chamomile vanilla one. I love whatever option you may choose is a winner. They're cheap, cheerful, effective, and they work just as good as the expensive ones, in my opinion, and easy to take with you on the go. Then a brush. I want to talk about a brush because, again, I'm like, brushes, schmushes, you know, I think brushes are really fun, but they are very functional. It's like such a functional thing. Maybe it's a little less fun, but one that I've just been loving for the longest time is the Fit Glow Conceal and Correct brush. So I love it. This is a 2-in-1. It is, of course, vegan. These are all synthetic fibers. I apply my concealer, and then I want to maintain that coverage. So I do like to soften the edges with a sponge, but I do like to lay down the product with this. And that's a more recent addition that I've sort of been doing. I haven't really done it on camera, actually, but I love, I've been going in with like a cream bronzer, and then I will go in with concealer. So I'm doing a lot more sculpting than I usually do, but in a really natural way. And I can kind of do the brightening part with the concealer. I do also love this other end because this is also amazing on the eyes. I love that this comes to a point so you can also clean up your eye makeup, which I'm a huge fan of doing. Gets in all the nooks, crannies, you could spot conceal. It is just an amazing brush. I think this is one of those like underrated products. I never really hear anyone talk about this, but it is so good, and then a great value with the 2 fur and the fact that you could use it on your eyes. Back when they had the Lumi pots, I would use that brush to kind of get it on my cheek too. I mean, you just can't freaking go wrong. Then from Evolve. Evolve is another one where their branding is a lot more minimalist. So I think it comes off maybe a little less exciting, and that's like totally fine. There's nothing wrong with that. I adore their product lines, and because of that, they also have a very affordable product line. But one that I wanted to talk about is the age-defying face mist, because I think face mists are just kind of like, you're like, whatever one I have in rotation, I'll use. But I loved this one so very much. It's for dry, dehydrated skin. My skin's a little bit more normal to dry, but I love that when you spray it, it immediately quenches the skin. This lasted me a really long time as well. Like, I think a good 2 or 3 months of using this every single day, morning and night, and sometimes in between if I'm redoing the makeup. So it's just one of those things. I think this is like not the most fun thing to shop for, but this is a great one at a great price point. You can also sample it. So that's why I wanted to mention it as well. Not sample it, but get a trial size for $16. And then when you're ready, you could get the $40 one. So I use this completely. You will be seeing it in an empties. I'm using up a few other ones I have in the rotation, but I think this one I will repurchase. And then finally, I want to talk about this product from Cleo & Coco, because I think Cleo & Coco actually does have really fun branding, great fragrances, fun products. But this is a hair and body powder that does a lot of not so glamorous things, but I adore that about it. So there's multiple fragrances. You know I love the Cocoa Beach, which is the vanilla coconut. This is, of course, a wonderful, voluminous dry shampoo. I just wash my hair, so I don't need it, but I use this all the time, and it's super effective at that. Not only that, it is an odor reducer, so you can use it after the gym, like in the locker room, whatever it is that you do. I'm not a gym girly. It's also a sweat absorber. It is an anti-chafe powder as well as the dry shampoo that I already mentioned. So it just kind of does it all. I love this. Yeah, look, great after a workout to refresh after sweaty areas. It says put it between your legs for chafing, underneath your breasts, your underarms. I mean, hello, summer in a bottle. I love this stuff. But I do also love how minimal the ingredients list is as well. There's cornstarch, there's kaolin, there's charcoal powder, all of those like oil absorbing sort of powers. And it's just not overdone, which I love. Simple, effective, to the point, actually works. So those are my 7 products. There are more. I could always do this again, so let me know if that's what you want to see. I also am dying to know, what are your unsexy products that are just your tried and true, you know, maybe your Aquaphor, whatever it might be, you definitely need to sound off in the comment section down below, especially if it is something from the website, because maybe I just need to try it. Maybe I already have it. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, if you wouldn't mind giving it a big thumbs up, subscribe. I do upload new videos here every single week. Don't want you guys to miss them. Let me know your product and what else you would like to see from me in that comment section down below. If you want to shop any of these products, they are all available to right here, right now. I have direct links to them in the description box, as well as links to all of our social media handles and our newsletter. We're everywhere. Check us out. But thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much for all the consistent love and support. And I will catch you guys in my next one. Bye.